Welcome into Auburn Tuesday. If Coach Gus said it once, he said it a dozen times today. We need to be more aggressive. And he's not kidding. A 20-point lead at LSU. Then a Mack truck hit him. Could Gus have gone into the half with a big lead, purposely taken the foot off the gas pedal? If you saw that dog in person, I mean, you'd be amazed. In fact, wait a minute.
You did.
Let's see it in person. Ron Sanford bringing the dog. Here he is in the studio. We're surprising the anchors tonight with, Tiger Jake. Minute 15 of video and 1 minute left in sports. We better get going.
All right,
Micro Machine Man, let's go.
Carver, how you doing that?
What was in that bottle?
Six athletes on it.
But it wasn't water.
Saheem Simmons, the Rutgers, Keldrick Marsh, to Miles Cardell Jones, Darrell Cook to Lincoln, Corey Tarlett to Point. It's the water, it killed me. Who knows what they sign, right? The babies is usually. When I like Gus Malzahn, there was an X-ray of a colonoscopy. I don't know, some dude, you know. And Saban has a ton of big-time players returning and or coming in. Remember, he doesn't recruit, he drafts. Yeah, and Gus Malzahn is opening practice tomorrow to the media. Doesn't do it often. We will be there to get that for you as well. You have to admit that Nick Saban, whether in sports, business, politics, is one of America's great success stories. Nick Saban overrated? Was Vince Lombardi overrated? Was John Wooden overrated? Was Martin Luther King Jr. overrated? Winston Churchill? How about Michael Jordan? Nelson Mandela? Babe Ruth? Michael Phelps? Muhammad Ali? Meryl Streep? You know, my 89-year-old mom, Diane, is a regular on my Facebook page. She called the other day. She says, I'm wearing ankle weights now to strengthen my legs. And she also read about Saban's new contract extension. So her contribution tonight, here we go.
Mr. Saban, I just wanted to show you my new running weights and my ankles. So if you need any help with your team, please call me. And I'll be happy to run down and run all over the whole place for you, especially for what you're making.
Yeah, oh man, they're in. They went to 10-0 with a big win last night. Hey, we got 2 games of the week to show you tonight. On the final week of the regular season, Pruitt Homewood unbeaten, looking to finish 10-0. They're at Paul Bryant in Tuscaloosa. Look at Gary Quarles Jr. The kickoff return for the touchdown is a sideline stand-up play. Bryant would knock off Homewood 13-7. That's a huge win for Bryant tonight. Florence at Hewitt Trussville. Paul Tyson. That's Coach Paul Bryant's great-grandson, the 9-yard touchdown pass to Elliot McElwain. Hewitt wins it 45-35. That is game of the week number 2. High five for everybody as the Huskies play fast. They finish the regular season perfect. Welcome in Rick Harley along with Pruitt, the Oxford Flash. Let's take you back to when Bama arrived. Usually, and I say usually, it's become a tradition for Nick Saban that every time he does one of these national championship games, he goes right to the field and he walks 200 yards. He goes up the field, down the field alone, maybe surrounded by a couple policemen or some good friends, after which he'll meet with ESPN. So he's confident. How about Dabo Swinney? He's pumped up. I met up with him a short while ago as kickoff quickly approaches. What would it mean to beat your alma mater and Nick Saban?
Well, not as much about beating my alma mater and Nick Saban.
Let's look at the highlights in case you missed it or somehow fell asleep. I don't know how you would have, but what a crowd, about 74,000 in a smaller stadium. Bo Scarborough had a big first half. He did go out with a leg injury, never to return. Let's go to the third quarter, 17-14. Bama hurts to O.J. Howard. Are you kidding me? We got to pack up this stuff in the next 20 minutes or so and get to the Tampa airport. And can I just say one thing? Can we not get some room service in this place? I mean, come on, we've been gone like a day and a half. Get a maid in here for crying out loud. For the first time since 2008, an SEC Eastern Division team is conference champion. Welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Rick Carley along with Christina Chambers. Achilles heels for the Tigers. Plenty of them on Saturday.
Time of day. They're never going to like me. That's cool with me.
When you watch pros like this, it's got to motivate you, too. You have to learn some things just watching a guy like this.
Well, let me just tell you, this is all about recruiting to me, so we picked him.
So could you get under the hood and, like, I don't know, if I had a problem with my, I don't know, alternator or something?
Well, I could back in the day, you know, when it was 1960 cars.
Hey, congrats on that win, man. That's nice.
Thank you. Yeah, it shocked me, too, but it was...
You're playing golf, and it's worked out pretty well for you.
Not too bad. Yeah, retirement has agreed with me.
But my hand was whap, 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 with the fast jab.
Keep giving me that whap as we go to the break. I like that. We're gonna. Yeah, go ahead.
You want to see it again?
Yeah. We're gonna go to the break.
You see that?
More Deontay.
You want to see it?
More Larry.
You see it?
We're back.
Did you see it?
Get him, Larry.
I love it, but I'm sorry, I didn't mean to tell you. I touched your hand, like something happened. I feel different, but I might move here. I know you're married, but I don't know, and I got a girlfriend, but let's talk.
Give us a few bars? Okay, go ahead, you start.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
Pretty strong right there. And as we toss it back, okay, you still got time to get down here, okay? About 6, 7 o'clock, they're taking auditions. You ready for the group anthem? As we toss it back, here we go. Oh, say, can you. How about that? And it's the first time in many years that Bama's gone outside the Crimson Tide family to get their main man. Let's show you the scene, 2 o'clock today when Greg Byrne was introduced. Welcome. I'm glad you're with us tonight as we're talking golf for the next 30 minutes. 46 golfers on the Champions Tour in the red, under par today. They shot lights out. Jake?
Say bye-bye. Say bye-bye.
There you have it. Let's toss it back to the studio. See you at the park tonight. How you doing? Carly here at our Game of the Week tonight on Sideline. I'm live at Shades Valley. It's the Shades Valley Mounties taking on Homewood, and I want you to watch number 1. Desmond Trotter is the fine quarterback, been offered by Murray State. So the Talladega ride of Dale Earnhardt Jr. is officially over, and I have to admit, when he left the media center on Sunday night, I was a bit emotional, as was he. Said, Junior, I love this place. In the future, whatever they need from me, I'll be here.
That's a great shot.
JJ always looks good. He takes a picture. And my dogs were well prepared too.
Some of my favorite pictures of the day.
It's good.
Bart Starr reminds us of the resolve that made him a legend. The journey has been a roller coaster.
Yes.
And he just keeps hanging in there.
He's like the Energizer Bunny, isn't he?
Brilliant.
He just keeps going.
They touch our souls.
We gain strength from the footprints they have left on our hearts, and we will never, ever be the same. Isn't that beautiful?
You've been married over 6 decades. Give us some advice.
It's what makes marriages strong, that you can overcome your difficulties, and it just makes you closer and more in love than ever.
How does a 12-year-old autistic kid keep up? Look no further than Drew Hurst.
The only place you can take your anger out on someone, like blocking, is here, football. So whenever someone makes fun of me or something, I just kill them.
Halfway through the 4th quarter, I saw some of his friends on the team coming up to him, and they were jacking him up, and I was like, I told Kathy, I said, something's up.
What was up was the game's final play. A play that would change a life.
It was a surprise to me, and he said I can go in, like in the 4th quarter.
There was about 6 seconds left, and Jake goes running in, and the crowd went wild.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking I'm not gonna fumble.
Once he took that ball, he ran fast, straight for that end zone.
I was holding on to the ball tight, and I just keep on running for the end zone. It was like 2 teams, but I was in Syria, and they pat me on the helmet.
That was awesome,
I
wasn't
love it.
I'll be on Fox 6 News.
Hey, you on Fox 6 News? Where you looking?
Roll Tide.
You say whatever's necessary, don't you?
It was just a joy to see him. In fact, he grew up in the RISE program. He's going to go to Clemson.